Not bad for having 2 rehearsals so far. Next, we're going to start with some, the kids, some of them have some little blurbs to read about the instruments, and then we'll hear some solos. Let me start with the flutes. By the way, when we do this, everyone, I'm not trying to forget everyone, but please, like, when I come, like, wave to me. So, well, not right now. I mean, when it's your turn, yes. Okay, oh, by the way, everyone, in the meantime, appropriate rest position. We learned those, right?
The flute doesn't have or need any yucky spit valves, and you get to play pretty thrilled. The flute is the hardest instrument to start, but has the prettiest sound, so it's worth it. Ancient flutes are made of woolly rhinoceros bones, have been found in France that are 40,000 years old.
All right, and now the flutes are going to amaze us by playing Miss Mary Mack. By the way, we're going in what they call score order. That's woodwinds, brass, and percussion from smallest to biggest. Next is the clarinets.
Mozart used the clarinet in his music in 1791, right after the American Revolution. The clarinet was invented right before the piano in the classical era. Clarinet is great because you get to play lovely music and it always sounds nice, except when you squeak. The clarinet used to be called the Chalumeau. The designer is over 300 years old, older than the United States.
The clarinets will now play Cardiff by the Sea. Next up is the saxophones.
Saxophones have been playing in jazz and rock and roll for over 100 years.
The saxophone was invented in Belgium in 1842 by Adolphe Sax. Wow.
The saxophones will now play number 1 on the half notes page. Next, we're going to move over to the brass instruments. Brass instruments are really kind of interesting and fun to play. Brass instruments, especially trumpets, we start off by buzzing. Parents, how many of you have heard your child buzzing and like, what is that sound? Does anyone hear that at all? So, because check this out. When we first played trumpet, we used, well, first we make a circle on our finger and we put our lips in it and we make a funny sound. And then we do it in the mouthpiece, and that's actually correct. Because it sounds like this, right? Trumpets, mouthpiece. Can you guys play Happy Birthday or something? Mouthpiece, buzz it. Give it a go. Buzz Happy Birthday. Ready? Go. And on a serious note, we really do, before we play, we really should buzz every time. Just it helps out. And the trumpets are now going to play number 7, page 6. You guys ready? Step straight. Last sound. Ready? 1, 2, 7, go. By the way, if there's anyone here who's came in late and you want to come up, like, please do. But don't sit there if you can do that. Next bigger instrument, brass instrument, we have Lillian on the F horn. You want to play something?
The French horn is technically a German horn and was originally played in orchestras by changing parts of the horn to play different notes. Well, I guess bells are really cool.
And we're going to hear Lillian play with the low brass, which we're going to hear the low bell. We're going to hear the low reading things first. Hopefully Miranda will tell us a little bit about the trombone.
Trombones are 400 years old and used to be called the sack butt. Yes, the sack butt.
And we'll go over to the baritones, also low brass family.
The baritone is the big, low, as 3 keys, so it's simple to play and totally rips it. It's the lowest and the best.
And now the entire low brass is going to play a quarter's worth for us. Yeah, you are. Let's hear quarters worth. Page 8, first one. Ready, Ramon? Ready, baritone? Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, So just as a kind of like a foreshadowing of what everyone here is going to be doing, once you can play the first 3 or 5 notes and get confident with them, then you start putting them together into songs that have actual melodies that we might recognize. Leading charge is Miranda, who's going to play a song for us on trombone. Again, that was a simple song on page 8, so once you can play 3 notes, you can play that song. So I'm challenging everyone to be able to start working on that really soon. Last but definitely not least, we have the percussion, who keep the beat, keep the style, play with dynamics, and just keep the music happening. They're going to demonstrate basic rock beat. So that's the musical portion of our show. I just want to mention that I'm very proud of these kiddos. They're doing some really amazing stuff. How many of you noticed that the kids read things about how their instruments are following a tradition that's hundreds of years old? Did anyone catch that? I mean, the saxophone, 1840, flute, 1700s, trombone, 400 years. These are not the latest high-tech gadget that's going to go away, okay? One of the cool things I think is extremely cool about music is that you're following a tradition. You're playing something that people have been playing for hundreds of years. And with that, I'm going to say that you get out of it what you put into it. The habits that we develop, remember your clarinet on a band day, bring your folder, sit up straight, tap your toe, do your best, figure the notes out. These are the same habits that if we can learn now with something like music, they translate into all different aspects of life. Parents, how many of you want your kids to learn how to sit up straight, get up on time, remember your stuff? Do these sound good skills for life? Yeah, definitely. So, yes, we're learning music, we're following traditions, but we're also reinforcing good habits for life in general. And you combine that with the fact that music fires brain cells that otherwise wouldn't get used all that much. It's just really good stuff. Anytime you spend practicing is good time spent. Myself and Mr. Frey will be up here. If you have questions, we're going to hold the kids here for a minute or two, just a second, John, for pictures, and then we'll dismiss the kids by rows to walk down the stairs. No lemmings, down the stairs. If I didn't fall off, you don't get to jump off, okay? Deal? If I did fall off, I actually briefed the front row that they were to, see if I was okay. So, parents, thank you. The kids are doing some wonderful stuff. We'll hold them here for just a couple minutes so you can take pictures. And then, any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you for coming in. Oh, and just wait till the concert in June. The next one is going to be even better.